What's up, YouTube? This is Rebecca Deeper coming to you with another video. Before I get into this video, if you're new, welcome to my channel. All I ask for you to do is go right on ahead and hit that subscribe button. And when you do that, hit the post notification bell and select all. Therefore, every time I upload, if YouTube is not bugging and tripping and bugging, you'll get notified. Also, please share this video with any and everybody. Because what? There are no secrets over here on this channel. Nope, not a one. We tell any and everything. Share this video with everybody. And lastly, please like the video. And for everybody else, welcome back, Diva Gang. Guys, please make sure that you are still subscribed to this channel. Please make sure you share this video out and make sure you like the video. What's up, guys? It is Saturday, May the 10th. It is Mother's Day Eve. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there and the single dads out there whose moms of children are not in the lives and you're just doing it dolo. I was supposed to record this video yesterday, but did not get a chance to. I actually left work early because I was like, you know what, I'm going to clock in and leave early. Because why the fuck not? You know, these jobs don't care about you. And that's one thing I do know. These jobs will just suck you dry. And then when they get enough out of you, be like, start picking. And it's like, when I feel like I'm being picked with, I slack off. So I was like, you know what? Let me check my quality scores. My most recent quality score was a 100. And I was like, okay, I'm going to work till 12. I was on the phone most of the time with my daughter anyways. It was not busy at all. Most of the calls that I was receiving were for providers. I work for members. And 12 o'clock on the dot, I called the attendance line and said, hey, I'm not going to be able to finish my shift from 12 to 6. And then my supervisor was not there. But I left her an emailed the team lead. It was like, I got to leave early. Peace. And I had some sick hours, so still got paid for the rest of the day. Clock it. Other than that, I didn't do anything. Just finished talking to my daughter on the phone. By the time I got off the phone with her, baby girl was coming through the door, and I just rocked out for the rest of the day. Cooked dinner. Me and baby girl made some homemade mozzarella sticks, which came out delicious. Today, we are going on a staycation. We are going just uptown Charlotte, about probably 20 minutes away from the house. Booked a hotel room. We're going to drop our stuff off. We're going to be leaving in about I'm about to call the car or Uber in about 15 minutes. And then we'll get there because check-in is not until 3. Drop our stuff off and then go further uptown. She wants to check out a bookstore. And we'll probably grab some lunch / dinner. There's a thrift store that I want to check out. And other than that, that's it. That's all. That's all. Go back to the room and just chill out for the night. Grab some breakfast at the hotel in the morning and check out at 11 and come on back home. See what we can do tomorrow. If I'm not too tired, try to find something to do for tomorrow. If not, just probably order a meal and have it DoorDashed here and just rock out because gotta get up Monday morning and start it all over again. But other than that, that's it. That's all. That's all I'm going to be doing for the weekend. Nothing all that special. I'm going to jump right into this video because, like I said, I meant to film this video. I've been meaning to film the video for days now. I just have not had a chance to do it. And since today is just a relaxed day, I've done everything that I've done for the day. Did my laundry, cleaned up a little bit. So I was like, let me get this video filmed and posted. So while I'm out, I can just do content for you guys. This is going to be a reaction video. If you do not want to see a reaction video, it does not hurt my feelings. I do not care. You can click off at this point, okay? Because I don't care. But this is going to be a little mixture of all the mommies. Strawberry Chrissy, Love Liv, and my Jazzy Life. I just got something to say about all 3 of those. We're going to start off with Strawberry Chrissy. I mean, as you may or may not know, she lost her mom. I think it was April 19th. And it's just, for me, like I stated before, people grieve in many different ways. Every time somebody dies, And us black people always is bad about this. Every time somebody died, you ain't got, oh my God, oh Lord. All of that fooling out, crying bullshit ain't necessary. You know, like everybody grieves in their own way. Like they grieve in their own way. Like I think when my late boyfriend died, although I knew he was sickly and I knew he was gonna die, that hit me harder, I think, than when my son died. Like I was just in shambles and pieces when Mac died, but when my son died, I think I was more so just in shock. I'm still in shock. Like, and I'm more so not in shock that my son is gone. I'm just more so in shock that a white woman could just hit my son with her vehicle and get to go home like nothing ever happened while my son is dead. Like that's the shock part about it for me. You know, I'm at peace with him not being here anymore. It hurts because I lost a cub. He's not here. He's not coming back. I'm not going to see him anymore. You know, I miss my son every single day, every moment. But I can't just fall out on the floor and, oh my goodness, oh my God. I cannot. I can't fall to pieces. You want to know why? Because I got other kids to live for. Even though my kids are bigger, I just have one 17-year-old and I have grown kids and I got grandkids. I'm the glue to my family. I have a mother that's still alive, but my mother is mentally ill. She's older. She's like 75, 76. There's a lot of mental illness there. She's never been supportive of my life, and that's another point that I want to up bring part. Just because somebody got a mama don't mean that mama was always a good mama. Y'all need to realize that as we do reactions. God forbid if, let's say, Liv dies. So y'all want Robin, Ryan, and Christian to be falling out on the floor and so just ready to depart. Although I'm not saying anything bad about her mothering, but obviously something wasn't good about her mothering because she got her kids taken away. And as someone that has worked with children's services before in the past, it takes a lot for a judge to remove children out of the custody of their mom and give them to the father. No matter how rich the daddy is, no matter how poor the daddy is, no matter what lawyer you have, it takes a whole lot for that to happen. So not just because somebody's a mother does not make them a good mother. I had a good mom growing up, yeah, but there was a lot of faults that she had. And I'm not here to bash my mother. I love my mother. Okay? I can't say how I will react when that time comes when she passes on, when Lord calls her home. But I also remember the growing up with no food in the house, the growing up with I'm gonna feed him and my youngest child before I feed you two. Talking about me and my sister. Well, y'all better go out and go find something to eat because I'm not feeding y'all. Type shit. And we was just teenagers. So, yeah. Well, I was a teenager. My sister wasn't even a teenager because I'm 7 years older than her. Clock that one. So everybody didn't have a good mother. And I'm not saying that Chrissy's mother was not a good mother because we don't know that situation. You know, we also know that Chrissy has 9 children. No matter how that makes her look, okay, whether the fathers are there or not there, whether she's married to a doctor or not, okay, that's neither here nor there. When that crisis came, she made the decisions that was best for her and her children. And she's the one that has to live with all of those decisions. About another thing that just puzzles me is about the GoFundMe. Like Chrissy's the only one that ever made a GoFundMe when someone on a loved one. I made a GoFundMe, and I think, to my knowledge, my GoFundMe for my son is probably still active. Why? Because I want legal fees. You know, I want money for a lawyer so I can sue the city of Daytona Beach and sue Daytona Beach Police Department because there's a lot of things that's just not handled right with my son's case. A lot of things. I feel like if my son was a little white boy and the lady who hit him was black, it would have been a whole totally different situation. Not trying to pull the race card, but pull the race card at the same time. If you know, you know. Um, so I don't see anything wrong with Chrissy doing a GoFundMe. That's her mother. It's her situation. Let her do what she want to do. It's You're either gonna donate to it or mind your business. That's how I felt. It is what it is. Because, like I say, people do GoFundMe's for people and get hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay? It is what it is. But that's enough of that topic. We're going to move on to Liv. The only thing I'm going to say about Liv is back when the situation of her and Gerard first separated, I'm the one who said, mark my words, them two either is going to get back together or they're going to end up sleeping with each other again. I can go back and find the reaction video, and exactly what I said happened ended up happening. Now, if it was me, I wouldn't so much as be talking to him. I'm just that type of female. I'm bitter. Robin is old enough. If I had to talk to you, I know at one point they had some type of child app support thingy through the courts that they would communicate through. If that was no longer in play, I would communicate with him either through text message only and keep it only about the children, or communicate through Robin because she's old enough. Me personally, when I have to talk to my child's father, because I hate his guts, this is how I communicate with him, and only through text message. I don't call him. And if I do text him, it is only because he ain't sent the money on her little card for the month, or the money is late. So I'll be like, yo, where my daughter money at? Keep it short, sweet, and to the point. I have nothing left to say to you. So if Liv felt like, and her reasoning for sleeping with him is, oh, if I sleep with him, then we can discuss, doing 50-50 custody. Nah, you shouldn't have to give up no goods to get 50-50 custody if either he gonna do it or he not gonna do it. Section in being on the table for that. So I just think that was just an excuse. You slept with him because it was good and you wanted to. Just being honest about that. She wanted to, and he wanted to, because if he didn't want to, that's one thing I know about niggas. Niggas ain't gonna do shit they don't want to do. Period. So he did it because he wanted to. And all the ones that was in the background over the past couple of years, oh, Gerard would never, oh, he loves Aunt Tanisha. My thing is, I don't like Aunt Tanisha. Why I don't like her? Because she's what we call the run-to bitch. If you go back many, many moons ago when it was Living with the Webbs, when Gerard and Liv would get into it and Liv would put him out, he would run to Antonisha. We didn't know it was Antonisha, but that's what I figured out. That the bitch that he would be with for like a week or 2 weeks was Antonisha. And then Liv would forgive him and he would come back home. Run to bitch. When Gerard followed Liv all the way to Florida, whether it was because he wanted to be with his kids or not, he still did it. Okay, that's what a lot of people don't seem to understand. He got all the way out to Florida, probably his first time really being away from his family that long, decided he did not want to be in Florida. He wanted to go back to Texas, made up an excuse about a job, and took his ass right back to Texas. Left his wife and his children. Okay, I can understand leaving your wife, but you left your kids, sir. And I feel like if Antonisha wasn't involved, he would have stayed in Florida and made his marriage work and raised his children the correct way a real man is supposed to do. Antonisha is not an angel. She's not a poster girl for let's save a nigga. Stop. Everybody needs to stop making her out to be the fucking hero because she's not. She's a home wrecker. She's exactly because the moment that man married Olivia, she should have said, let me step back and mind my business. Let me leave this man alone. Even if he would have been the type of dude that would have been like, yo, hitting her line up, block, or everything. Let me leave this man alone. He is now married. He made his decision. I'm going to be with Olivia and my children. That's his family. So everybody needs to, no matter, you can hate Olivia, but not be a cheerleader for Antonisha. It's okay. You ain't got to be a root cheerleader for Olivia either. Because she wrong and Tanisha wrong. And yeah, Olivia's wrong for saying, yeah, I fucked your husband because you fucked mine. I mean, I would have did something like that, yeah, because I'm a bitter bitch like that. I admit to being a bitter bitch. But, I mean, if I was Olivia, it's been 5 years. I would have left that shit alone. Gerard ain't worth it. Like, trust me, he ain't worth it. And now we gonna just wrap it on up with Jasmine. Jasmine. Now Jasmine walking around here talking about she's on anxiety medicine a lot, and she's trying to find a job because YouTube just ain't it. It's because her views are low. Jasmine does not get views unless she's going through some real drama. And just a little word of advice, Jasmine, if you want to get some views, tell your story. Tell the real deal on what's going on with Chris. You'll get tons of views then. I bet you that. I bet you that. You'll get tons of views, make good money that month. But for some reason you're staying loyal. Ever since January of last year, you're staying very loyal to Chris. You won't say a peep about him. You say that he's in Legend's life. It doesn't act. It doesn't seem like it. The boy doesn't utter the word daddy or dada. And you struggle constantly. You have no extra money. None whatsoever. So now all of a sudden you want to get a job. So you should have been had a job. There is hundreds of thousands of millions of content creators that are on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. They're on all of these platforms at the same time, and they have a 9 to 5 job. Some of them even go to school, thrown into that mix, and have kids and a husband. And you can't even walk and chew gum at the same time. Like, girl, get it together. And you so-called educated with a degree, girl, bye. Please, bye. So her views is down, so that's the only reason why she's copping out. Because she knows that YouTube ain't it. It's never been it. She ain't made no real good money. She makes enough money to get by. She makes enough money to pay her rent and pay a little bit of money on some bills. And that's just the truth of the matter of it is. Do I feel sorry for her? No. Because she brings all of this on her own self. She brings all of it on her own self. No one feels sorry for her. She needs to grow up, act like a real adult, put that little nappy-headed ass boy of hers in daycare, since he's potty trained now, and find a real job, find a big girl job, and you don't even have to do all of that. There are so many work from home jobs, like I said before in another video, that and even if it's just a job that's starting the lowest of the low. I know so many companies, and I'm gonna do a video. I've been promising you guys this video, but I'm gonna do a video showcasing a couple of companies in case you guys are interested. That, I mean, you can get hired on just like that. making about 14, 15, $16 an hour. Yes, it's low amount of money, but when you don't have anything, it's something. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's all I had to say about that. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed. Stay tuned for more content, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Bye, and happy Mother's Day, guys.